Here's an example of a purchase order approval process within an organization. Of course, this process would be customized for whatever the organization needs, but this is kind of an overview of how things might go. We could have an electronic purchase requisition form, such as you see here, set up in Excel, fill out the cells, and we want to then forward it on to our manager, and we do that by printing that purchase requisition into the DocuWare system. It'll auto-index and route in the background. Got a couple of them here. I'll also print this one into the system using the DocuWare printer. And then I'll switch to log on as the production manager, Brian Ford. We'll launch DocuWare. And the web interface loads. And we see that Brian has two new tasks. Take a look there, and we see that he needs to check a requisition. So we take a look at the requisition for $129 for some storage media. We'll click Approve, confirm that. And a second one for over $1 million for a significant amount of steel. And we'll also approve this one. Now, many organizations will have a multi-tiered approval process as the numbers get larger for a purchase, and this organization does as well. So that second level is going to be from the CFO, Elizabeth Cash. We'll log on as her. You'll see she has one task waiting for her, and it's that one large invoice for steel. She can review that and approve that as well. And her task list is now empty. Now, with those two purchase requisitions being fully approved, if we go to the accounting department, we log on as Peggy Jenkins. When she launches her DocuWare, we'll see that she has two new tasks. The first one is for the smaller $129 purchase rec that Brian Ford approved. So she will launch her ordering software. Find that rec, and now that it's been approved, she'll print that into the DocuWare system. DocuWare will process this purchase order and create a purchase order that will be emailed to the vendor, and here it is now. So it's created the email for us, created the purchase order, attached it, and we can email that right out of the system. So coming back to the actual purchase requisition, we can finish this process by saying we did order it. And we used Storage Experts as our vendor. Our next purchase rec automatically opens, over $1 million, and we see we have two approvals, both from the manager and from the CFO. Go into our ordering software, and we'll print this PO. Once again, into the DocuWare system. So there'll be a record of it stored in the system, and Once again, we have an email set up to go to the appropriate vendor, in this case US Steel. We'll send that PO out. And we'll finish this process by saying we ordered this purchase rec from US Steel. Now, a few days go by, the order gets placed and delivered, and an invoice comes in. Back to Peggy. Now she's opened the mail, and we've got all of our invoices, so we need to scan those into the system. So we launch our DocuWare scanner. I'm going to scan invoices with our intelligent indexing module. The intelligent indexing module learns our documents for us. Once it sees 3 to 10 invoices from the same vendor, it learns where the total amount is, what the vendor's name is, where it can find the PO number on that invoice, etc. So our scan process is just about finished, and now they're starting to roll into our tray. See the bookmarks? This running is the recognition piece, seeing and learning the document and auto-indexing the document. We'll wait till that's finished. We're either going to be green, yellow, or red, depending on the system's level of confidence in its ability to read that particular invoice. So we've got 2 green and 3 yellow. We'll select all of them and begin the storage process. Start with Phone Wizard. It was 100% green. We got our totals right, the vendor's name right. We'll just store without having to do any indexing or typing on our own. Rapid Transport is the same way. We're 100% green on every field. We'll just go ahead and store. Now here, we're red on a couple fields, and the company name, it didn't get at all. So we just let the system know where the company name is by highlighting it with our mouse, and it'll type it for us, pops it right into the company field. It's red on our voucher number because the confidence is low, but if we look, it in fact got the invoice number perfect and the amount as well. So since we aren't changing this in any way, we're going to click Store without making any adjustments to what the system found, its confidence will go up, and next time we may be green all the way through on this particular invoice or from this particular vendor. Now we're on Storage Experts. Looks like it's nailed everything that we need to get. So we will store that. And then US Steel did pretty well, but it didn't get our amount just right. So we're going to go to this amount field, and we'll do a point and click. Now it didn't pick up our change, the 9 cents. So we'll make that one edit, and it'll learn from that. And now all of our invoices are stored. We can see that we have 4 invoices at this point, and now 5. The US Steel just came rolling through. And we can see that there were not matching POs for the first 3 invoices. So the system wants us to assign a cost center. And now those invoices will be routed to the appropriate manager for approval. But if we skip forward to the US Steel, there was a matching PO for this invoice. So we're ready to pay without any further approval. And we can go straight to booking this invoice, assigning the cost center, and storing it away. And the same is true for our storage expert. We'll go straight to booking the invoice, assigning a cost center, and storing that away.